With the stroke of a pen, Trump's trying to undo everything we've worked so hard for. But as indigenous people, our existence is our resistance. We protect Mother Earth and the water because it's who we are and we have no other choice. I'm facing 7 years in prison, yet I remain dedicated to peace and prayer. Pray with us.
One family. If we don't stand, who will? On earth. The wind comes in four corners, four directions, four colors. And death rides on four horsemen. A black snake with some black tanks. How much money do these companies need to make? They could drop their product, but they wanna save a buck. Already extracted billions, when is enough? I used to be in the oil fields, getting paid, but I quit, cause oil water I can't drink. Look down and see Kamimi lie die in the mud. I looked up and told myself that enough's enough. Money does not own my soul, living comfortable. It's not in my plans, my hands in the sand. Some things were more than gold. Some things they can't be sold. Some things can't be replaced. She's your mother, the fresh water is her veins. What is going on? Have we all lost our minds? Every human needs clean water to survive.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be called.
Martin County Sheriff's Department.
Hi. I need to report an assault.
Okay, where did it occur at?
Standing Rock. There are innocent, unarmed people being attacked with water and militia-style police firing at point-blank range with high-powered mace on unarmed people. Who protects the people?
Ma'am, yeah, if there's police there, then it has
The police are the ones attacking innocent, unarmed people. So what do we do to stop the police literally hitting people at point-blank range in the face? People can lose eyes. People are going to get hypothermia. People could die. We have elders here. We have children here. We have all ages here. Nobody is armed except for the police. Who protects the people from the police?
Well, I guess if you want to put it up the chain of command, the next person to talk to would be the governor's office.
Love is the strongest, this path is the hardest. But if we were strong enough to do it, we wouldn't see it. Our prayers would not be needed, this movement's very needed. Indigenous wisdom unheeded and sacred things depleted. I'm Mexicano, Malacota, and I'm white too. I'm mixed with everyone, so part of me's just like you. Every group of human beings shares the same stars. And if the earth is not your mother, are you from Mars?
What is up, Fresno? What is up? Happy Taco Tuesday, because that's what it is for me. And I just want to add that I had tacos yesterday. I'm probably have carne asada tacos tonight, and for me it's taco anytime. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to share. Don't forget to tell your friends. And I'm always looking for new business owners, bartenders, rappers, singers, anybody out there that's doing something super cool. Contact me and I'll get you on my show. So I have a new special guest that I'm very excited about. And she's opening up a business, or opened up a business already, right here in the amazing and wonderful, fantastic Tower District. So I want you guys to get your hands, put them together for AJ Best, also Alana. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on my show. The difference is usually, like, my show is like 99.9% of the time is people that I know already. We just met. And so this fabulous young lady is going to tell me all about herself.
All right. Well, my name is Elena. I am not a Fresno native, but I've lived here for 5 years.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of my favorite towns.
Had to get out, and Fresno is where I started my life, and now I work for Tower Blendz. It is a health-conscious company that sells smoothies, acai bowls, salads.
Acai bowls.
They have great things in there to all promote a healthy, conscious lifestyle. So they also help the city out with programs, weekly, monthly events that support faith-based organizations, that support community resources, and gives people a home in case they need a place for their meetings.
Nice.
Or whatever you need. So Tower Blendz.
Fantastic. Where is it exactly located? Like, what was the prior business before? So just so I can get an idea of where you guys are.
It's on the corner, right on Olive, right across from Tower Theater. It's right where Cindy's Frozen Yogurt used to be. And it's really cool. You can't miss it.
That's a big spot.
Large windows, has a mural on the side with all the artists. Yeah.
What was that place? Oh my God! For years, that place was a. Oh my God, Andre, do you remember that spot? The name of it? Oh no, man! There was a fixture there for about 100 years. Wow. My mom used to buy all of her cards there. No, not the clock spot. No. Anyways, Mom, if you're watching, what was the name of that spot with all the murals on the outside? Okay, so anyway, so smoothies.
Karen's Keepsakes.
Karen's Keepsakes. Good job, bro. How did you know? Did it just come to you, or did you get a...
No. I was thinking of just the tower.
That's the spot.
The paintings on the outside.
Yeah. She did those murals.
She did Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah, a whole bunch of good ones. Okay, that's a fantastic building, and it is. It's 2 stories on the inside.
Yeah.
Are you guys utilizing both?
Yes, we are. Well, we use the upstairs area for office space, storage, but we are thinking about turning into like a little private area.
Little loungy, maybe.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So Tower Blendz is definitely. She's a hot woman.
What the heck? Okay, I got it handled.
Well, Tower Blendz is definitely a great place to come hang out, and that's what they're all about. They want people to be in there playing games. They have board games. They have games for the family.
You know what makes people hang out? Free Wi-Fi.
There's free Wi-Fi. There is free Wi-Fi.
It's got to be, the only thing that makes people hang out is free Wi-Fi or alcohol. And you're probably, since it's healthy, you're not putting any tequila in the blends, right?
Hey, we also do private events, so who knows? It's all up to you guys.
I like the idea of something healthy, but something that has a little alcohol in it. Why not?
Because health is all about moderation. You can have both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A new idea for you guys. So is this your spot, or is this a family business?
This company is actually owned by a family. It is by Anthony and Yami Ayodele. They actually own CellPros 2 buildings down, and they just decided to expand, create this cool space for organizations to come and learn about education and for the community. And there's children's programs. We have reading circle on Saturdays from 11 to 1. We have open mic held at Tower Lounge across the street on Thursdays, and
Tower Lounge.
Tower Lounge. It's right next to Tower Theater. It's a little hole in the wall. It's not really open all the time, but once you see it, it's a nice little...
Very cool.
Nice little area.
See, I mean, we have a lot of cool stuff going down here in the Tower District, downtown, every place. And what I like about it, what I love the most about Tower is the nice little locally owned spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not so much the big corporate stuff. You know what I mean? Because I've been mom and pop business my entire life, really, and so that's what I love about the Tower District.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been open?
We just opened in October. We are planning for a grand opening January 1st, so please keep that on your calendar.
I'm going to give you my information.
Yes,
I want to go check it out.
Grand opening January. They are really in there getting everything renovated, changing up the whole look, really establishing their brand and what they have to offer for Tower District.
Well, so it was Karen's for 100 years, and then it was
Cindy's Frozen Yogurt for about a year, I believe.
About a year. Okay, so what are you guys doing inside that's going to look different? Like, what does it look? What does it look like on the inside?
It's very relaxed, rustic. We have unfinished furniture, unfinished wood on the walls. We are looking to build a stage and a lounge area so we can also do open mic nights and poetry nights for the community in there as well. So it is going to be a relaxed environment, some place where you can definitely hang out. You can definitely bring your family to play games and also hang out with your friends and enjoy a smoothie with yeah, there you go.
There you go. Mr. Wizard always pulling stuff up. He's
That's
good at
what
this.
it looked like before, and they've done so much in there to make it look completely brand new, and it looks great. You have to come check it out.
I can't wait to check it out. And but most importantly, I want to go to the grand opening. So before you leave, I got to give you my email address.
January 1st.
How many different flavors? What do you guys got going blending would be interesting?
So for the smoothies, I would say our 4 main smoothies are all about your body. It's about detox, immunity, energy. And
do you have anything for ladies that are getting old and have wrinkles?
Hey, that detox and that
That's what
energy,
I need.
We have beet powder. We have fresh fruit in there. You know, we don't add any juices or any artificial flavorings. We want to keep everything natural and, you know.
Well, I'm a big believer. Although my only vice is I like to drink tequila, but besides that, I do believe in. I think like being healthy and staying youthful looking has a lot to do with internal and what you put in your body.
Yeah, that's really
what
they're all about. They're all about promoting health, but also, you know, be realistic about it. You know, you might have to get that smoothie after the hangover, you know.
You might have to.
You might have to have that smoothie
This
after.
is the place to go, just in case. So that means you probably have something for like an energy boost or something like that?
Energy boost. I think the immunity and the detox are excellent. The detox green juice, very powerful.
But does it taste good?
Yes.
See, because when I think of those green juices, I'm just like...
Yeah, you know, green. It's just the
is it
things
gonna,
in there that make your
like
plants
lettuce?
green. No, we have green fruits. We have green
That's
fruits.
True.
Make everything taste exactly how you want it. You know, you can add some chia seeds, add some goji berries, add some extra fruits that aren't on, you know, the original menu. Create your own, build your own bowls.
So can you walk in there and be like, 31 flavors, and can I taste this?
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
Okay. Hear that, people?
We got everything. We have samples. We can try anything. We can make anything for you. Build your own, like I said. Build your own acai bowls that has the base with all the fruit on top.
So there's bowls, too.
Yeah. Acai bowls, they're great. We have coconut-based, charcoal-based, and a whole bunch of varieties of fruits right there. Awesome.
Ooh. Come on, all you health food people. And you want to know
Yes.
what? You don't have to just be health food people. If you're in the Tower District, check this spot out.
We even have ice cream.
Oh, can you add you can add ice cream to?
Yes, you can.
To your okay.
Banana
so see that makes
splits.
sense. See, oh, you guys got all kinds of good stuff.
Sundays, you know.
Nice.
You know, just add the fruit to the ice cream.
Just a little bit for flavor.
Just a little bit.
It's about balance.
See.
You know what I mean? That way you're like, okay, this is good for me, and it tastes good. Yeah. You just can't add like a whole cup.
Yeah, see, moderation.
It defeats the purpose, I imagine.
Just a little.
I think that's everybody's problem. Is we're all about, it has to taste good, and so let's just add a whole. Yes.
There you go.
That's what our society is about, is overindulgence in everything.
Yeah. See, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to promote a healthy, conscious lifestyle, but also by enjoying the things that you love, because those bowls are incredible.
So have you tasted most of them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When I'm working, I'm like, can I have another one? They're like, do you remember that you work here? You can't just be using up all our resources.
But you do need to sample everything and know what it tastes like, right?
That I did do.
You
I
got to
made
be
sure
knowledgeable.
to get all of that off the list.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, that's a must. Well, thank you for coming.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And if there's anything else that I don't want to miss out on anything.
Our events coming up. We have open mic coming up on December 6th. That's a Thursday. That is every first and third Thursday at Tower Lounge. We have reading circle for the students, young kids, any age really. You can bring your kids from 11 to 1, and we read a story, and then we do a craft after. Something nice for them to do. Focuses on their self-esteem, you know, anything personal going on. We focus on mental health. health.
Wow.
And just different topics like
Now,
that for the kids.
what you're discussing right now is not actually at
Yes.
Blendz. It's actually in Blendz.
Yes. The only
Wow.
thing that's not in Blendz is the open mic, which is across the street at Tower Lounge.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that spot's big enough. They could do open mic in there too, no?
Yeah. Stage. Stage.
Gotta have a stage.
Yeah, we're gonna have a stage, and
Yeah.
then we'll probably set up our own event separate from that to give people some variety on what they want to see.
Well, I like the idea. So at Blendz, they're going to have certain days where they read to kids.
Yeah, Saturdays from 11 to 1 every Saturday. Our next one is going to be a movie and pajama day. All the kids get to come in their pajamas, read a book.
Listen
and
to
watch a
this.
movie.
Listen, can you imagine? This is such a great idea, I think. I mean, because, you know, you can get your little kiddos, get them bundled up in their pajamas, have some healthy blends of some type, akie bowls, something good for them to have a treat, and then they're going to be doing
an activity with kids their age and promote something positive. And we always try to focus on a positive topic for them to take away from, whether it's sharing or, you know, their self-esteem or, you know, just interacting with other kids and knowing how to
self-esteem
communicate.
building is so important.
Yeah, it's really important. So definitely check out Tower Blendz, Reading Circle, Open Mic, and all of the events coming at Tower Blendz. Our grand opening, January 1st.
Write that down.
Keep that on your calendar.
January 1st. I'm going to write that down for myself.
It's going to be awesome.
Like, what time?
January 1st, I think we're going to do a launch all day. It's going to be a big grand opening launch. Make sure everybody knows about all of our products, everything that we're selling. We might even get some new partnerships in there. So if you want to partner with us, have an item to sell that you want to put in Blend, something that promotes health. Maybe you make granola. Maybe you make...
Yep, there's people out there that make stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what are your business hours?
From 10 to 7.
10 to 7,
Yes.
okay.
And on Saturdays and Sundays, we open at 11. Always close at 7.
All right, sounds good. I hope that hopefully everybody heard how amazing this new little spot is going to be and is. And hopefully we got everything out there, all the most important information.
I think so.
And if not, so what? We'll come back again. Yeah. No big deal. No pressure, because this is fun. And I just love pushing out there, letting people know about all the cool, wonderful community things that the Tower District is doing. Right here on Olive. You got to come check this spot out. So, all right, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. And I'm sorry about the weird music. But I'm just going to be honest that I've had a lot of problems with playing music. And so we're experimenting tonight. I'm probably not going to play any more music. Definitely not playing any more music tonight. So we just threw that little sound bite in. That way I can get my next guest ready. But anyway, so I got 2 new segments. This is called Words of Advice by MissG. It's really simple. It's called Mind Your Own Damn Business. This is how you win at life. And I know it's taken me a long time to figure this one out because I'm very outspoken and opinionated type of a person. But guess what? Nobody wants to hear your shit. Nobody cares about your opinion unless they ask. Nobody wants your advice. Nobody, when somebody's coming and talk to you, really all they want you to do is to listen. All they want you to do is go like this. Really? You don't say. Oh my God, no way. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. That's all people want. Nobody, because the moment you start expressing your opinion on what they really should do, or if you think that's dumb, then they're going to get mad at you. So what you need to do is let people do what they're going to do. And just be an ear and just listen. Okay? Because unless they specifically say that they want some advice, don't say nothing. That's how you win at life. That is my mind your own damn business advice. And it is just super, super simple. It's something that I've learned recently now that I've become older and wiser. And it is just just listen. That's all people really want to do. That is the end of the story. So now we are going to let my brother. I heard that my cousin is a beer fan, and so we're not gonna do any fancy drinks tonight. My cousin is my next guest, by the way. I didn't put it out there, but James Martin is the artist and my next guest and my cousin. I heard that he likes beer. I don't have any fancy beer though, cuz. Okay? What do we got here, bro? Okay, so all we got is Bud, dude. I hope you're all right with that.
That's all we got is Bud, and I know my cousin does like beer, but I didn't have time to go to the store for some reason to get some good, shock top or, stuff
Nothing
like that.
fancy.
So this is all I got today, and you want to know what it works. I remember the days when I did bartend, sometimes I didn't want to make this big fancy drink. I was like, God, can't you just order a beer? What the fuck, come on. So that's all I got today. So
well, bring it on over. One for me, one for my cousin. Our cousin.
My cousin.
That's what I just said right now. Did you catch that?
My cousin.
All right, so I want everybody to listen up. My cousin is next. His name is James Martin. And I don't know if you guys know, but we have, 100, 200 amazing artists in my family. I'm just kidding. And he is one of them. So I want you guys to put your hands together. He's going to show some amazing art. He's going to talk about his show. So get on over here, dude.
Yeah.
Get on over here. How you doing?
Good.
I hope your ringer's off because you saw what happened to me earlier.
Yeah, I saw what happened to you, but I got my notes on my phone, so.
You can look at it. You can look at it. And I don't know if you saw here. I like to.
Absolutely.
This is his dad.
Got out my dad.
I want him by our side. But, okay, so let's have a sip, man. Let's see. First of all, let's talk about your favorite beer.
I really like IPAs.
Is that like the fancy dark ones?
No, they're not too dark. It's an India IPA, stands for India Pale Ale. So.
Oh, he knows his stuff. He's a connoisseur of beers.
Not that much.
He's kind of like the way me and my brother are with tequila. Like, we know how it's made. We know the barrels, the kind of barrels that they're made in and shit like that. I don't know nothing about beer, but I'm having beer with you tonight.
All right.
Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever done a show like this before?
Not like this, no.
All right, so how do you feel? You all right?
Yeah.
Nice and comfortable?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. And if you guys are, just by the way, that really cool song that was played at the beginning of my show, my cousin told me about, that was Prolific the Rapper. And so hopefully I don't get put in Facebook jail.
Yeah.
We're testing things out tonight. Also, let me know if you guys like my new curtain. Okay, so come on, cousin, talk to me, man. Tell me about what you're here for.
All right, well, pushing art, man. Art is a passion of mine, as you know. It's been a lifelong passion. I got to say, one of the earliest memories I have of me and my dad, he drew a picture of a couple cartoon character crows for me. And it was when we lived across the street from Grandma and Grandpa. So I was probably about like 4 years old, maybe 3 or 4 years old.
Yes.
This is an old memory.
Yes.
But it blew me away. And my dad would always do that.
Was that like the first time you saw your dad draw
just
something?
just draw something for me, and
cool.
I thought it was super cool. And I, of course, always wanted, he's my hero, so I always wanted to be like my dad. So I would try to draw things. And when I would draw something and then take it to my dad, he would give me praise. And when somebody who you look up to and they're just the world to you, gives you praise, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. And it's surprising, but no matter how old you get, you always want your mom and dad's approval.
Yep.
It's so weird because your parents can turn you into a freaking 5-year-old with just a look.
Yeah.
I know my mom and dad can still do that. I can't think of exactly what happened recently. I was like, wow, all of a sudden I'm fucking 5 years old right now. And so, see, his dad, one of the most amazing men I ever met, also an artist. But I think that he was a mechanic. I mean,
he's a mechanical genius.
I think that I looked up to my Uncle James as if basically like he could do anything.
Right. Yeah. That's the way I always felt. He's larger than life, superhero.
Literally could fix anything.
Didn't take any shit from anybody.
Was a badass motorcycle rider. What else?
He was all about. He was a doer, right? Everything that happened in my house, like we were doing it. We built motors. We built a motorcycle in the living room, you know, because it was during winter. Yeah, for years it was just me, my brother, and my dad.
That's right.
So we did everything together. We'd go ride motorcycles. We'd go fly model airplanes.
That's right.
We were out doing different things, always going to motorcycle races, going to car races. You know,
I know.
We grew up in that rod culture. You know.
Oh gosh,
working on motors all the time.
I still watch those TV shows where they're building, you know, cars or bikes or anything like that. And there's not really anybody in my life anymore that I could talk to about that has that same passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like either you're a car person or you're not. And I'm not talking about the kind of car person where you like to buy brand new cars. I have a new car. I love my luxury car. I really do. But there's nothing like the smell of a carburetor or that old leather interior. Yeah. Come on, Andre, you're a car guy. Come on, get over here, dude. No, come sit with us, man. Get a chair.
Yeah.
Get a chair. I mean, you know, this is basically going to be family talk.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's scoot over.
So all right, so we were exposed to art. And,
yes.
You know, my Aunt Ernestine, when we were little kids, my dad and my Aunt Ernestine worked together. My Aunt Ernestine would do the murals on the cars, and you know, my dad would prep the body and shoot the clear. You know, and they worked together. So we were always around a lot of different things.
You know what we're going to have to do now, cousin? Now we're going to have to do another show where we show pictures of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who has pictures of. I don't know. She does. She probably has them, huh?
Probably Ernestine would be like the best source of that. I have one tank that she painted off a motorcycle.
Which one is it?
It's a Kawasaki tank. It was my dad's tank.
No. Yeah. What mural did she do?
It was a Boris Vallejo painting with a big dinosaur with a naked chick in the front of it.
I remember that one.
Oh, I know exactly. Yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
So seeing things like that as a little kid, I mean, just my mind was constantly blown. You know, so. She would always have those books, an art book too, like Boris Vallejo, Frank Frazetta. So all of that, it was like 70s, early 80s. So all that fantasy stuff was
the coolest
big,
ever.
Yeah.
And you probably don't remember, but I know you remember, Andre. The artists that he's talking about, we would always see them. Maybe even Uncle James had that one poster. You could always buy them and see them at Penny Candy, which I don't know if anybody is watching that remembers that. But do you remember that one where there was the man and the woman, and they were made out of steel, or they were made out of bricks or something like that, and then they were slowly coming to life? Shoot! Oh man! Now I want to.
Huge bodies of work. Tons of pictures.
Yeah. I could have sworn I saw that stuff at your house. But okay, first of all, it's already getting past time. What we need to do is focus on your art.
Okay. So,
and let's talk about your show. You got a show coming up.
Yeah. So my brother Bobby Martin, he's an artist as well, and this is a show that he's worked really hard on. I'm very proud of him. He's really put it together. And it's an all Native American and indigenous art show. Me and my brother as well, we're registered members of the Choctaw Nation.
Right.
We're Native. A lot of my work is inspired by indigenous culture.
Correct. And indigenous, you mean?
Indigenous being Native American people that were here
first.
The culture that was here, and all cultures, not just our specific tribe, but the local tribes here in the valley. And across Turtle Island, it's all cultures. Anything that we find inspiring, that we learn about, because a lot of the stuff they don't teach you. A lot of the stuff that we find out about it inspires us to paint. So there's a lot of we're trying to bring awareness to a lot of different issues within the Native community as well. So there's a lot of paintings that have to deal with that as well. So this show, my brother actually coordinated it, and he's got artists from all Native American artists from across the country that have sent their work here, and we're going to have it there in our studio.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's good. It's
the same studio that I saw.
The same studio.
Okay.
It's the M Street Art Complex. It's at 1419 M Street, right on the corner of M and Tuolumne. And there's the art hop is this Thursday, and it's from 5 to 8. So we'll be there. There's art all throughout the whole building.
It's a great building. I mean, it's downtown. It looks like a newer building to me.
Yeah, they went through and they remodeled it. Yeah. So it's an older building, but it's been remodeled, so it's all done really nice. And that's where our permanent studio is. So we're there every art hop, and we open up for the first Thursday art hop. So the first Thursday of every month, if you're looking to see some beautiful indigenous art, come down and take a look and see what we got. So.
Now that whole building it's really cool. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but it's a whole building, but it's carpet. It's carpetable. It has compartments. It has rooms for each artist to show their work, their own studios. Mm-hmm. And so there's all kinds of different art, correct?
Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of different art. So every studio is rented out by an artist, and they usually typically have their own work, and they typically show for the art hop as well. But for this show, like I said, we're bringing in all these Native American indigenous artists to come in and bring work. So on this specific show, yeah. So there's going to be a lot more art than what's usually there. We tackle a couple different issues, the Dakota 38 and 2. And then also the missing and murdered indigenous women movement. We have a wall dedicated to that. There's a lot of local artists as well who are participating with the Mexica art, Mayan influence, Aztec.
Cool.
A lot of indigenous cultures are represented there.
That would be indigenous.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And then so from the blood that we share on my dad's side, your mom's side, grandma's people, they're Tigua. Mm-hmm. There's a Pueblo artist who sent some work down. That's our people. That's where our blood is from. So
awesome.
That is going to look amazing. So I'm not sure. Have you been showing his art, Mr. Wizard? Okay, let's let everybody see what's going on here. Okay, so there we go. That's a beautiful piece. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so this is actually it's my painting of a Choctaw warrior. The date on that, and I based this off a painting that was done by a European who came and made contact, and it was back in the early 1700s, I want to say. So it was an older drawing that I found, and it's just my interpretation of that. So what this one shows is a Choctaw warrior in traditional face paint. And it also has a traditional tattoo that's on his chest. It's kind of hard to see in this. It's just like some thin lines. But those are the type of tattoos that they did. And those tattoos were based on their valor in the battlefield, things that they've done. So the more tattoos they had, the more accomplished they were.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's see another one. That's my Uncle James.
That's my dad. Yeah. My hero.
Well, now, when did you do that one?
I did this one. This was actually a Christmas present for my brother last year. Was it last year? I think I did this. Might have been a birthday present, but I painted this one for Bobby.
Nice, nice. Okay, now, that's a good one. I love this one.
Yeah. So I've always been inspired by Dia de los Muertos, even before I understood what it meant. The images are so striking. And I don't know if you know, Dia de los Muertos actually is an indigenous holiday, and
of course,
so that's how it actually started, and it's said to be a couple thousand years old. They're estimating up to 3,000 years old that this tradition has been around. There's another.
You want to know what? There's so much red, and that's like my favorite color. That's what I love about these beautiful paintings. Oh man, but that one.
That's my favorite one right there. Yeah. I got that one in my living room.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, so tell them, how much are the original paintings and how much are your prints going for?
So absolutely. So come down and we have paintings available for sale. Paintings, they range in price depending on the size and how long they take to paint. We have paintings anywhere from a couple $100 all the way up to a few $1,000s. But we usually do have prints available as well. So we have prints available, and we usually sell them at the shows for like $10 a print.
Nice.
We were going to run a special for Christmas to where if you 3 of them for $25.
Nice.
Save $5. It would normally be $30. Things like that. So, and there'll be other prints. My brother will have prints there as well.
I like it. I like it. Now we have. Do you want to get up and get some of these paintings, so you can get an idea?
Well, yeah, I was gonna bring one over here.
Yeah, check this out. Okay, just give you an idea of the size of some of them. Now, not all of them are this big, and then there are some that are bigger. So let's look at this one.
Let's see if you can see it there.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So this painting is actually the Dakota 38 plus 2. The Dakota 38 back in 1862. It was the largest mass execution of Native Americans in United States history, and it was ordered by President Abraham Lincoln.
A lot of people don't know that
they
one.
don't know that. They're not going to teach you that in school.
No.
But it's out there. Look it up. You can
stuff
find
that
it.
gets forgotten about in the
History books.
Yep. So we have a wall dedicated to this with a lot of information, a lot of pictures as well. So.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, we got another one. And what size are these?
This one is 36 by 36.
I like this one too.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is another Dia de los Muertos painting.
Mm-hmm. Diaz inspired.
Yep.
Beautiful with all the red.
Yeah.
I even think I see a little bit of the Aztec calendar in the background.
Absolutely, the Aztec calendar. So my brother Bobby, when I originally did it, I didn't put the Aztec calendar in the background, but I did put this circle was here. You know, and my brother was looking at it. He's like, "Dude, you got to put the calendar back there." And I know, but I don't know.
It's
I'm not
so
sure.
detailed.
Yeah, he's like, "You got to do it. You got to do it." And
Well, he did a good job.
I finally did it. Yeah.
I think you did a good job because it's subtle.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you were trying to do it detailed, it would have been like it would take away from her beauty.
Right. So yeah, exactly. It's not the main focal point of the painting, but
it's back there though.
It's back there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so is there any other pictures that we could show? How many did we? Ooh, look at this.
Oh, okay, yeah, this one. So this one is from my people. This is a Choctaw painting. So this painting is called "The Little Brother of War." So the Choctaw have a sport. It's actually the first field sport played in North America, and they call it stickball, but it's played with 2 sticks and a ball about the size of a golf ball. And what they used to do is they would use this sport to settle conflicts with neighboring tribes. So this was the last step before they were going to go to war, because the mothers in our society didn't want to lose their sons in war.
Yeah.
So
well,
they would
women are smart. We need to be, making more decisions like that nowadays.
Absolutely. So they would play this sport, and then they would play it on a huge scale. They would have thousands of warriors playing it. It could be played anywhere from like a football-sized team of people, but there's records of thousands of warriors playing this over miles, and then people did actually die playing this sport.
Wow.
Because if you can imagine playing football with no pads, you fall and you break a bones sticking out. Back then,
there was no hospitals.
Yeah, you were in trouble.
There were no nurses. There was no nothing. Well, that's a good way. That's a good way to solve problems and to make sure that we don't go to war. I wish we could do that now. Okay, so what else? Another one.
Yeah. So that's a calavera. Yep.
How much is that one?
That one.
And what size is it? And do you have any prints?
I may have sold out of the prints on that one. That one is actually hanging. It might be in Merced, or it might be hanging at another gallery right now. The original size
Beautiful.
on that is 16 by 20, and that's about a $900 painting.
That's a good size. That's a piece that you have to, once you put it in your living room. That's it. That's gonna draw everybody's eye. Yeah, right when they walk in. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, any of his pieces is gonna be the focal point. Okay, they're beautiful. They're dramatic. They're original.
Yep, absolutely. It's all original art. Yep.
Here's another one. What size is that one? And is it going to be at the show?
That one's actually not for sale. That one won't be at the show. That one's hanging somewhere else right now too. That's one of my favorites, and I just decided not to sell that one. So. Well, see, you still got your phone on. But,
so he's trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah, but that's also a 16 by 20 size painting.
I love it. You see, what I like about that one is it's a little bit different. You use a lot of red.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite color. So I think they're all beautiful. I do think they're all beautiful. But when you see so much red and then like you get a little shot of blue, it's like, wow, that's nice. That's different.
Yeah, I'm always trying to push myself using different colors and getting out of my comfort zone, and always looking to improve my technique. I consider myself to always be learning. Working toward that being able to master my craft and what I do. So.
Well, I remember when I was living with you guys, the first time I saw something that really blew my mind, that I was like, wow, you're really good. was, you probably don't remember this, but you had, it was probably about this size, and it was Spider-Man.
Oh. Yeah, see, as a kid,
it was Spider-Man. Yeah. You really were always drawing
something.
Always working on your bikes and helping Uncle James with the cars and stuff like that. And so, yeah, dude, you're just super multi-talented.
Oh, thank you.
And you get a lot of that. I don't want to brag or anything, but that is from your dad's side, which is my mama's side. Which my mom always says that it comes from Grandpa, the artisticness.
Yeah, Grandpa was artistic. Yep.
That's what they say.
We do have a lot of family that are artists.
And there's lots of different artists. I mean, my mom doesn't sit down and draw, but my mom is extremely artistic. I mean, to be able to do those eyebrows and the
eyeliner
the eyeliner and stuff like that, that's an art.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, the thing with art is you have to have a passion. You have to want to do it. Because I know some members of our family that have some talent but don't want to develop it as a skill. You know what I mean? Don't really follow
absolutely.
It. You know what I mean?
God.
And for me, it was always a passion. For me and my brother, it was always what we did. It's what we spent a lot of our time doing was drawing, creating something visual. And then when you have something to say, something that inspires you, something you want to get out there, that you push yourself to do that and to get your message out there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of artists. We have musicians, drummers, photographers. I mean, the artists on my mom's side of the family are amazing. And then, yes, it's true that there's a lot of, some of us that are. One of my favorite artists actually was my cousin Donna, and Denise as well.
Denise.
My cousin Denise. Oh my gosh, it was just pencil.
Yeah.
But
she did
100% beautiful, beautiful work. And but I mean, you guys are taking it to the next level. You and David and Bobby. I mean, a lot of us. Your dad and Aunt Ernestine for the longest time were, in my opinion, the artists of the family. I mean, I refer to my Aunt Ernestine as the Jedi Master for the longest time. You know what I mean? She could just do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah, so that's why, like, anytime Ernie's down, me and my brother always wanted to look at our work. We always
get her opinion.
To look at it. You know what I mean?
Cause, yeah. What did she say? What did she say?
She's never had anything bad to say. She always says, I like this. Yeah, absolutely. Always words of encouragement. Always very positive. You know what I mean? And that's.
And you guys on my show see my stuff that I'm selling. It's not my stuff. It's my Aunt Ernestine stuff. That's who we're talking about. Right now she's doing Stevie Nicks, and so I'm selling it soon on my new and improved website. I sell it at the shop. I sell it online. That's who we're talking about. We're talking about my Aunt Ernestine. You've seen her Stevie Nicks stuff that right now that's what she's doing. But if you ever go to the shop, you will see her ginormous murals, and that was really her thing for the longest time, probably from the 70s until
the
70s, yeah,
all the way up until my mom's shop. And I mean, she worked all over
Fresno,
all over California. I mean, Visalia, when she lived in Visalia. But yeah, you ever go into Enchanted Nails? That's who we're talking about.
Or how about I think it's the Star Palace. Her murals from the 70s
are still there.
Are still there.
Yeah, you walk in there. They're black and whites. That's my Aunt Ernestine, and gosh, she has a lot of work around town. I mean, that's a whole nother show that we could talk about. I just have to get the research and get the dates and the places of all these beautiful pieces that my aunt did. And she's still working, so yeah, if you guys ever want to order her stuff, and you guys now know where this handsome man is going to be, my cousin, he has a show coming up. Give him the dates and the times.
Yeah, so again, this Thursday, it's going to be from 5 to 8. We'll have our studio open. Yeah, there's a flyer there. It's Walk With Your Ancestors. It's a huge show. Nice. We're always down there at that studio again every first Thursday of the month, and it's at 1419 M Street. And right there, my brother's website, bloodlineartstudios.com. He's got a lot of cool stuff that you can buy directly from his website as well.
Is your stuff on that website as also?
No, none of my stuff's on there. So you guys can find my work. I'm at Art of James Martin on Facebook, Art of James Martin on Instagram. My website is Art of James Martin. Is it .com, artofjamesmartin something. I don't know. It's one
put
of those.
Up. All they're gonna have to do is put up Art of James Martin. It's gonna come
look
up.
for Art of James
yeah,
Martin.
it'll pop up.
Yeah, you'll find me. If you get me on Facebook, you'll find the link to my website. Yeah. So the prints, we usually sell them at our shows. And the reason why we have the prints so cheap is because we want to make it affordable for somebody to have something if they like it. You know what I mean?
Is that a low mark? Is that considered cheap?
Yeah.
The prices that you're selling them at?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
what's the normal price?
Yeah, like for the ones we sell would normally be like anywhere from like $20 to $30.
Okay.
Some other artists would sell them for. So we usually like to make them affordable. So we always have them there at the studio, and we always have different selections. We're always creating new work, so it's not the same thing. So there's always new paintings coming in every month between me and my brother. We also do a lot of the local native events as well. Like we were at the car show. They just had the Fresno American Indian Health Project had a car show. So we were out there, and we usually will sell our prints there as well.
Nice.
And a lot of the local powwows. So yeah.
Do you remember when I took you guys to the powwow with the grandma? Years ago.
Way back. Yeah.
You were there too, weren't you, bro?
Yeah, it's Selland Arena, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean, I was probably 18 years old. 18 or 19. I was still living with mom and dad.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I took my grandma. I was like, "Come on, man, let's go. You go, let's go." It's just so inspiring. Something about those drums.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
If it's in you, it resonates inside of you.
Feel it inside. That's what the feeling that I remember.
Yeah,
you do?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I took pictures that day, and I don't know. I have no idea what happened to them, but I remember taking a picture of grandma because she bought some earrings that day, and she just looks so cute. We're talking about my mom's mom.
Our grandma.
Yeah, our grandma.
Yep.
I did I say my grandma?
Yep.
I know it's a bad habit. I'm sorry.
But she was actually my grandma.
She was my grandma.
My grandma.
The cutest little lady ever,
Yep. She's a firecracker too.
and so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But what's your favorite memory? Let's start off with you because the art comes from your dad, which comes from grandpa. So if you want to, like, what's your either favorite memory of your dad, funniest memory of your dad or grandpa?
Oh man.
There's so many.
Yeah, I gotta go with with something my grandpa used to do. So we were my parents split up when we were young, and when my dad got custody of us, he still had to work in the summer times, and we didn't have school. So we got dropped off at Grandma and Grandpa's house about 5:30 every morning. So every morning, Grandpa would come into that kitchen and sit.
He'd be awake already.
Yeah. He'd be sitting at the table, and we'd be sitting there eating cereal, whatever Grandma had for us, and he'd be, "Mom." It's like, "What?" So, "Make me some breakfast." She's like, "No. You're going to give it to Tipo," which is the dog.
Tipo.
"You're going to give it to Tipo. I know you are." He's like, "No, I'm hungry." He'd look at us. So she'd go in there, and she'd start cooking up some potatoes, some Spam, whatever she's got in
Bacon.
there. Give it to Grandpa. "Here you go." Put it on the floor.
Such
"Come on,
a
Tipo."
rascal.
Yeah. Oh, and then he would just laugh, and Grandpa go behind us like, "Damn it, the hell?"
Yeah.
Smack him on the back of the head.
They were funny, quite the couple.
Yeah.
But my favorite part about them, I mean, my grandpa was probably like 100 years old because, I don't know, it's hard to tell because they both looked old forever.
Yep.
Which is weird because almost like they didn't age because by the time my memory came around, that's how they looked for the next 20, 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't it seem like that?
Well, when my dad was born, he was already in his 50s.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy, but and they were so adorable, my grandma and grandpa, and it didn't matter how old they were. He would always follow her around and grab,
pinch
her butt.
Yep, pinch her butt.
That's my favorite because he would just shuffle around real slow.
Yep.
But what about
sooner or later?
Sooner or later, he would catch her and he would pinch that butt of hers. My grandma was so cute. But he was so old. Like they didn't even have air conditioning, right? They didn't have air conditioning at this house on Dayton.
The heater worked.
Oh, he liked it hot all the time.
He would have the heater on in July.
That
Grandma, what are you
old
doing?
school heater, man. Remember that heater? And then sometimes the old burning stove too. He'd have that
Oh,
one too.
I got one. Okay, here's a funny thing. You guys do remember that Grandma used to cuss a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so here's a funny one. It was in the summertime, no air conditioning, and she had a fan on, and he told her to turn off that fan, Mom. Okay, with a cigarette in his hand, right? Because he was getting cold, and she literally went like this, "Fuck you, I'm burning up in here."
I remember that one vividly.
Were you there?
I was
Were you
living
there
there
with me?
with them. That was that summer.
She had a towel on her head. He was getting cold from a fan because he was like 150 years old, just skin and bones.
Do you remember the story about the wrong call? It was a wrong number. Somebody called Grandma. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You want me to tell it?
No, you tell it.
All right. So the phone rings and Grandma picks it up, and the person asks her, "Hey, is Peter there?" And so my grandma's like, "What? No, there ain't no Peter here." And Grandpa's in the background. He's like, "Bullshit! I got Peter. I got all the Peter you need. Tell him to come over."
They were so funny.
Yeah, and then Grandma's like, "Shut up! No, that's not what he wants." And the person on the phone is like, "I thought you said Peter's not there. I just heard somebody say there's
Peter there."
Grandma's like, "No, there's no Peter here." And Grandma's like, "Bullshit!
Yes, there
I got all the Peter you need all day long. It's here. Come and get it."
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay, so the thing is like, my mom and dad, my Uncle James, and my grandma and grandpa, we literally were like in a very small little circle. So we all grew up together. I mean, because, and for a while, you guys lived across the street from Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah,
I mean, we stayed in a little tight circle.
We used to get dropped off at your guys' house every morning too. Like
Yes.
for school.
Yeah.
When we went to Roding.
And so because of this, and by the way, my mom and my Uncle James were the two babies of the family. And so they were close. And we all just lived really, really, really close to each other. And so we would just always be hanging out. I mean, sometimes sometimes I would throw you on my bike and we would just go to Grandma's house just to hang out, just to eat some papas and tortillas, right?
I remember just sometimes it would just be me and Bobby just on our bikes right around the neighborhood. We were only 6, 7 years old, 8.
Yeah, it was fun times.
Right
I mean,
to Grandma's house. Yeah.
That was a trip when we'd go to Grandma's house. That was a little bit further away.
Yeah,
from where we were, from where we all lived. Yeah, but we did it.
You guys lived in those apartments that were right there.
Yeah,
They had
right
that
there.
little canal right there with throw rocks in it.
Yep.
Go to the library.
So me and my brother are 6 years apart, and me and you are 4 years apart, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but one time when I was probably like 10, so that put you at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6 years old, something like that. He's of course at my grandma and grandpa's house, and he's having so much good times running around in the backyard. And he's like, "Hey, look what I found!" And he stuck it right to his head. It was what were they? Barbers?
They were like shears for like a sheep or something. I don't know. Grandpa had.
Yeah. Because my grandpa was like Fred Sanford. I mean, his backyard was
full of stuff.
Not only was it adventurous, but also dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Luckily, we never got
tetanus. This kid was like, "Ooh, look what I have! Check this out!" He put it right to his head, and he had really beautiful, big, curly hair and a big old puff of hair. Do you remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God! Yeah. What's your favorite memory, Andre? Do you have one?
You know, there's so many of them, and we're running out of time. I don't know.
I know. I can't believe it.
I love that one story when Aunt Molly put linoleum in the kitchen floor, brand new, and our grandpa used to smoke these old school cigarettes, and he loved old school matches made out of wood, and he would go like that on the wall and light his cigarettes, and he would throw his match on the floor, and then Aunt Molly came over, who laid the new floor, said...
Because she owned the house.
Yes, and then she said, "Why is it like this?" And he told her it was already like that when you put it in.
And that's how his voice was, too. Yeah. I mean, this man smoked, I believe, Camel Unfiltered.
I don't know. He had all
Chester
kinds of stuff,
Winfields,
man.
just old
Some of those, right? I mean, he would just... Chain smoker, pretty much. Chain smoker. I never drank that I knew of.
Peach schnapps on his birthday.
Peach schnapps every once
Oh
in a
my
while,
God! I forgot about that.
So me and my dad every year on Grandpa's birthday, we had to go buy him a Playboy magazine or Hustler, and then a little bottle of peach schnapps.
Wow.
And Grandpa would sit there.
I forgot about that for his birthday.
How about the way we would eat? He would always have strawberries. We'd dip them. He would dip
Straight
them
sugar.
in
And that sugar.
sugar.
That was a fantastic snack for kids. That's what we were eating.
And Grandma, like, no matter what cereal we had, it was usually like Total or Wheaties or
Grape
something.
nuts.
Yeah,
Remember
grape
the
nuts,
grape
something
nuts?
like that. Yeah, something. And we would just dump that bowl of sugar in our bowl of cereal. But she always
Nobody
called
stopped
it
us.
no matter what kind of cereal it was, she called it postostis.
Yeah.
We're like, Grandma, what is postostis? I don't know what a postosti is. Stop speaking Spanish, And it's like, it wasn't Spanish. There used to be a cereal called Post Toasties.
Yeah.
But every cereal was postostis. And she would say it just like that. Hey, eat your postostis. It's like, Grandma, what are you talking about? This is Wheaties, Grandma.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so I mean we had a lot of good times. We grew up there with my grandma and my grandpa, and this is a fantastic side of the family. Everybody is artists, just about poets, everything that you could think of. I mean, everybody is just so super, super cool. And that's why it was important. Not only is he an artist, maybe you'll come back again. I mean, he also is, tell them,
Real estate agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you getting at here?
He's like, wait, what am I?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a real estate agent. Listing. I take listings. Also, first-time home buyers. So yeah, I can absolutely help you.
This guy right here got me into my house.
Andre in his house.
That's
yeah.
right.
It was awesome. I still remember that day when you handed me the keys. It was great.
Yep.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
what a
Love that
feeling.
house. Oh, it's the
Yeah,
best.
we had to look for
Yeah.
a while to find that.
It
one, too.
took a long time, and it was worth the wait. It
Yep.
was definitely worth the wait.
Yeah, when you're trying to find your home and it's taking a long time, it feels like it's never going to happen. And then when it finally does, you forget about it. Because I remember you were really starting to stress, get
getting
discouraged.
sad,
Yeah, so if you want to buy a house, you could also contact this man right here sitting next to me. His name is James Martin. And in addition to that, there's going to be a fantastic show coming up. You've seen some of his art. It's wonderful. It's colorful. It's vibrant.
Beautiful.
It gives you a feeling inside when you see his art.
Yeah, thank you.
And we had a lot of other topics to talk about. I know that I can see that Mr. Wizard's pulling up a picture, an old picture of me and my brother that I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if we have enough time.
Yeah, we'll probably do that at next show.
You want to do that next time?
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of thing that happens when you have family on, I guess.
Yeah. Because I have a question. Do you still have that Frankenstein available? That one that I saw?
Yeah, that painting. Yeah, the painting I did for October.
See, that's what's cool about him. He could paint anything, not just this or that. I mean, anything that you could imagine. My family could paint. I mean, the awesome painting that your brother did of Gene Simmons in my living room.
Yeah, and we do a lot of different stuff too.
Yeah.
So as an artist, it's whatever grabs you and whatever inspires you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Because that Frankenstein is grabbing me, and that needs to be in my house.
Which one? I don't know if was it at the show?
Yeah,
Oh, was it at the show?
Yeah, it was just a
Oh,
small
okay.
one.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm working on these bigger paintings, they take me a while. Sometimes it's like a wrestling match, and it's not coming out the way I see it in my head.
Is it good for you to stop and come back, or is it better just to do it, just get it done?
I like to just kind of stay on it, but once in a while, if it's not going right, to get my head straight, I'll do something small, something different, something completely different.
Take a break.
Yeah, just to kind of release that, and then I'll come back to it and finish it.
It's interesting that we were talking about that, and I know we need to end the show, but when I was going through I never considered myself an artist. I never took any classes. I never picked up any pens or pencils or anything like that. But I mean, I swear to you, man, when I was going through my divorce, one day there was just a piece of paper like this and the kids' crayons and pens, and all of a sudden, just like in a trance, boom, something came out. And my entire time of going through tough times, that was completely therapeutic for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was super, super. And then I for me, I had to get it done. I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the way I get a lot. I know my brother's like that too. He gets
almost
on
like
something and has to get it too.
I'm like, of course I would probably have a couple of drinks. I was extremely stressed out, and it just, I don't know if you've seen any of it, but man, it's it doesn't make any sense. It's really super colorful. It's not normal. It's not done right. You know what I mean?
There's no right. There's no right. If you're putting your emotion in it, you know what I mean. If you're putting yourself into it, then it's right. You know, and if it helps you, and if it's how you feel, then it's right.
And sometimes that's the most beautiful art that comes about. You know.
Oh yeah, and I did probably, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12, and that was the other thing that I was embarrassed about. Everything was done with Sharpies. I didn't use any paint, and you know, people would be like, "Wow, this is amazing," and I'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't show this to anybody."
There's a local artist.
That's the funny thing.
You know, there's a local artist who was in one of our shows, and that's all he does his work with is Sharpies.
And you know, when I did that back then, it's just because I didn't sit down and go, "I'm going to be a painter. I'm going to do some art." It's just because it was literally just that's all that was there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it turns out that was my favorite because it's just so vibrant.
Yep.
And you know, people would want me to show it or to make prints and sell it, and I was just like, it was super personal and would be weird, you know what I mean? So I have it at home in a closet someplace.
Yeah, I got art like that too. I got art
because there's one
nobody
piece
sees
that you have that I like that I
Which
still
one?
Want. There's one with a little tombstone and a little Black Widow walking on it.
Oh yeah.
See, I remember that one.
Yeah,
you know, and sometimes unfinished artwork is really cool too, because I have my best friend who passed away. I have her unfinished artwork framed in my house, and it looks beautiful. And she was always just like, "It's not done," but in my eyes, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, that is so true.
Amazing.
That is so true, because sometimes that looks really cool too, just left like that. Yeah, art is amazing, and so I hope everybody joins. It is Art Hop, right?
Yeah, it's during Art Hop. Yeah,
we're gonna miss it because we're gonna be at
Fleetwood Mac
for the 500th time. Thanks, Mom.
Woohoo! I can't wait.
We're gonna see the Big Mac attack, and it's gonna be fun.
Buckingham is gone.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, it's not the first time. It won't be the last. He comes and he goes, and now he's suing the band or whatever, but we won't get into that. But I want to thank you for coming, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
like we got to do it again because there's lots of family stories we could talk about. We could bring more pictures of maybe even Aunt Ernestine's art that she collaborated with your dad.
Yeah, we get some of Bobby's art in here.
And or we could talk about real estate, which would be way boring. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's not true. I don't want to offend anybody. I had a fantastic real estate agent on here. I hope you come back. I know you like to watch my show.
She's in my office. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're both. I'm at Keller Williams.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, well, tell her I said hi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell her she's got to get back on here. And last but not least, I need to throw this out there that downtown is thriving. Tower District is amazing. Don't forget to get out there and check out this artwork and everybody's artwork. It is completely safe. It's a beautiful area downtown, and I want everybody to know that
always loved it, never left it.
We never have. That's right. Particularly Andre has always been a Tower District guy. I mean, my brother always showed me around downtown and
I loved
the
when my
cool
friend
places.
Tiffany lived on the Fulton Mall. It was awesome at the Californian Hotel. And
way back before it was.
Yeah.
It's really cool now. So the important thing.
We never had any problems. People were like, "Weren't you guys scared walking, back home to our room at, midnight?" No, it was cool. People were cool. It was a great community. It always has been.
That's right.
Beautiful
That's right.
place. That's
It
Fresno.
is safe. It is safe. So I want people to continue to get out there and don't be afraid. Good things and bad things happen everywhere. And so with that being said, I want to thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for supporting. And I don't have an outro song tonight, not one that I picked. I think Mr. Wizard's going to put something on, but that's because there's too many lawyers involved in the music. And Facebook is just not letting people play music in the background, which my show is about music, art, and everything that's going on. And it makes me a little bit sad, but we're experimenting tonight. So I have no outro song, so I'm just going to say good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Besos.
See ya.
The side of the planet's been in the cloud. decline since 1492. 500 years and counting. Surviving the genocide they call colonizing my turtle island.
What does a fossil do? Continue destruction, nothing new. Live in a system, taking our children, shipping the feelings till nothing's true.
I had that money in front of me, but I left it. Cause oil money's dirty if my mother gets disrespected. We're disconnected, these times are hectic and feeling heavy. But still we love all living beings and suffer for the many. We are peaceful people, that's why we walk with prayer. And if that wasn't true, we wouldn't be standing here. We're peaceful people, we walk with prayer. Turtle Island, have no fear. Despite what they show in the media, we're kind people, hold your ground. Change is coming now.